Hey guys, what's up? Today in the BrickLab we're going to be storming the ultimate Hydra Fortress. So calling this the ultimate Hydra Fortress is probably just a little bit of a stretch. Basically what I did was I made this using 2 copies of the Hydra Fortress Smash set from 2015. The tower on the right is the original tower as it was built in the set, and the tower on the left is the one that I made using parts from the second copy of the set. As you can see, it towers just a little bit above, and I did move the gun from the first tower to the second. Now I probably could have had a gun on each tower, but I don't know, that just seemed a little bit weird to me. And zooming in on the roof here, you can kind of see how I filled that in using basically just a couple of plates, and it leaves plenty of room for Baron von Strucker here to sit in. And if you're wondering why he looks like a discounted Lex Luthor, well, it's because he lost his monocle in the fight with the Avengers, and also I may have misplaced my Baron von Strucker minifigure. I mean, it's been 5-6 years, so he kind of wandered off in search of other adventures, I guess. And moving over to the other side here, we can take a look at the little turret gun. This function is exactly the same as it was in the original set. I changed nothing at all. So basically, this is just a pair of glorified stud shooters on top of a little turret here. You can spin them around 360 degrees and fire studs off to your heart's content. And also, if you flip this little plate up at the back, you could launch a figure on a super jumper, which was a pretty big action feature at the time, and knock the cannon over, which I must confess I've never actually tried, but I imagine it's probably a lot harder than it sounds. Now let's go ahead, crash through the gates, and take the tour inside. Speaking of the gates though, we may have a tiny little bit of a problem. You see, when I was designing this thing, I kind of forgot that there's actually an important action feature that's built into the gates here. And that action feature is that you can have Hulk slam down on these little levers here, and then the gates go flying up. The problem is I did build the tree right over top of the gates, so I'm not really sure how that action still works. Let's see. And I mean, you know how Lego is. After a couple of years, these bricks get pretty stiff, and functions like this don't really work as well as they should. So let's test it out real quick and see. Well, we might not have anything to worry about. I guess the gates do explode, so there. Hulk's made his grand entrance. Now let's go ahead and see what chaos lies in store on the inside. Alright, so it looks like we have a couple of interesting looking little cylinders being guarded by some Hydra agents, and the one on the left hand side here is the one from the original tower, and basically that function is, well, exactly the same as it was in that set. You launch a figure with a super jumper up to hit this thing. Once they hit it, boom, it unlocks the Loki's scepter little container case here. I do like the fact that they did have a little lightning bolt kind of concealing it, making it look like there was some kind of energy effect going on. It's really kind of subtle with the glass in the way here. It's probably kind of hard to see with my lighting, but yeah, kind of a fun little effect there, and overall nothing too special. If you had the set, you already know what it's like. But moving over to the other side here, you can see this is completely different. It's, well, okay, it's fine. It's the exact same function entirely. The only thing I did was, I think I lowered it just a little bit. This one's a little bit closer to the ground. But anyway, same function here. You can lift up this thing and boom, the figure that's imprisoned inside of this little pod gets knocked out, and it looks like in this case it's Captain America, since Hydra seems to have a big thing for him. So you can see I kind of forgot to dust this section before I started filming, so a little bit dusty there. I'm super embarrassed now. Let's move on. Anyway, you can see I tucked in maybe a couple extra features here, like this little holster here for the pistol, and you can see the top is just a little bit more janky than the other side, just because I had to use parts that were already in the set, and so I ended up using a lot of these clip pieces, and they kind of make it look weird, although I guess it does also give you opportunities for extra storage. So there's a thought, I guess you can pretend like it was intentional and something that I meant to do all along. So yeah, that's basically it at our quick look for the Hydra Fortress Smash here, / Ultimate Hydra Fortress / whatever the title of this video is going to be. Anyway, it's nothing too fancy, but it's kind of been sitting on my project to-do list for like almost a year now, probably over a year now, so figured I should probably get that out of the way and show you so that I could move on to other slightly more exciting projects. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. You know the drill. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and do all that other good stuff. And if you want to see more of my content, please feel free to check out the other videos on my channel. And if there's something you want to see me build, feel free to leave a comment in the comments section below, and I will see what I can do. Again, that's all I have for you guys today, so I will see you next time.